like that. I don't know if you've done this for years, but it works like that. 4 years ago, 4.5 years ago, I started the Rolling Grime Show.
Okay.
Every month, the top 5 of 7 shows, every month of shows that I did 4 years ago, 3 years ago, they're more watched than the ones that I'm doing now.
So they have to
go to your channel.
Probably,
Rolling Grime Show channel.
Yeah. And so for me,
no,
Tiffany
I don't
Daniel.
mean accumulation of views.
Yes, okay.
I'm talking about each month brand new.
Okay, okay.
The new views, and people are writing me about stuff that I did
that you wrote 3-4 years ago. Okay.
It is wonderful.
That's awesome.
Do you know what?
Well, that lets you know that it stays out there
and also tells you that I don't know how many subscribers, but I know that the more subscribers you have, the more YouTube will use it. I've been doing a lot because I am redoing my channel.
Okay.
To bring it more up to date. So there are some things that need to be done, and I don't know how to download these shows on my.
All right, we'll have to get there because for our show, they're under Tiffany Daniel, and it's no picture; it's the letter D, and it's Live Today. Okay, Live Today Health Talk. So that's on YouTube for our shows. But look, we want to give a shout out and thank Dr. Bradley for joining us last week and this past Saturday for launching another 21-day vegan challenge. So we are in the process of just sharing with everyone easier and better ways to eat and enjoy your meals. Because she's got some good recipes in her cookbook that I've been experimenting with, okay? So I think my biggest experiments are going to come for Thanksgiving. My family don't know yet, so don't tell them.
You just told
No, I didn't, because they don't watch Facebook. They ain't on Facebook.
You'd be surprised, right? They may. You would not know until somebody actually writes in the comment section who's listening. So my family knows that I pretty much do foods at Thanksgiving for me that I can eat, but they haven't complained about them.
All right.
You know, so
look, we know they ain't really gonna complain in your face, or at least not most of them.
Well, my family will complain in your face.
They will, huh?
They don't care.
They'll break you down.
But they know me well. So they always ask me what's in it, and I always say vegetables.
Okay.
I always say vegetables.
Well, we know it's vegetables. Look, can't go wrong. They know with me, vegetables, spices, and herbs, right? And what else is in it may be like, what? What's that? But they know the basics.
Well, you know, I used to date this guy who was vegan Muslim imam. And I remember the first Thanksgiving I cooked for him. I bought myself, and this was years ago. I think my daughter may have been 2. And I made my first vegan Thanksgiving.
All right.
And it was amazing. The food was great. I mean, we had stuffed mushrooms. We had wraps, vegetables. We had tofu. It was amazing. And I haven't done that in years.
And you know what? That's what we're trying to share. Just because you're eating vegetarian or vegan, it doesn't mean that the meal has to be bland.
And
these meals have been...
I'm sorry. Especially if you're already a cook, all you have to do is eliminate things like gluten products, butter, use grapeseed oil or olive oil. You know, you don't have to. If you cook, you can easily cook vegan or.
And those are some of the things we're going to be sharing Saturday. Just
you need to come out.
Just being more creative with your spices, stuff that you probably already have, and you just didn't know if you dab it with this and dab a little with that it would taste the way that it does, right? So we've even been cooking our greens without any meat. I know everybody be like, you ain't got no smoked turkey neck or no fat back in that. Nope, none whatsoever.
So if my family's on here, they'll probably say that Rosa's been doing that for years.
Yes.
And I like it like that.
Yeah.
Because those spices, that's all you need.
You know what, Rosa? I am liking the colors here. We got on orange and a little purple today, and it's just so bright. Look, we brightened up his day today. You know, he over there in all them dark colors too, right? But anyway, last week we also talked about side tables, right? Y'all should see him smiling over We talked about salad tables.
I think black is one of the brightest colors around.
One of the brightest colors.
It depends on where it is. Now, if it's on your skin, that's cool. But on your clothes, no.
I think black is one of the brightest colors.
Well,
okay.
All depends on how the light's reflecting it.
Yeah, and where it is
Color
on
is
your
nothing
clothes.
but a reflection of light, right?
Yeah.
If I turn the lights out, what color are we?
You know what? I did a paint and sip Saturday night. And they took me back to elementary because I was blending my colors.
And it all started with black, right?
I was blending my colors, and she was like, how you going to get the brown for the dirt? I said, it's either orange and yellow or orange and green or orange and something. But I was blending them colors, and I got my brown because there was no brown for our paint.
Causes orange.
There you go. Took me back to elementary.
Then black and yellow gives you brown.
Yeah. But look, we want Ms. Rosa to share with us on the salad tables.
Let's talk about the salad tables.
Because you were sharing with Dr. Bradley
wait a minute, what is she
specifically on the salad table so we can share with our listening audience where they can get them and don't have to worry
There
about
is
making them.
a company by the name of, I think it's Fisher.com. They sell what Tiffany calls salad tables. They actually sell indoor plant boxes.
Yeah.
And they start from the price of $79 and can go up to $1,000 depending on the depth, the height, the length. The simplest that I think that would probably work is the smaller one, $79.95, and it's Fisher, FIWWW, Fisher, same way you spell FISHER .com.
All right. And the beauty of them that I think is because you don't have to worry about going outside, digging in the ground, and those of us that don't have to worry about, all right, we got a call in. So you don't have to worry about getting on your knees. You don't have to worry about bending over.
It depends on the price. The ones that rise high start like at maybe $100.
Wasteland.
But the ones that sit on the floor, it's a greenhouse. It's called a greenhouse. It has a covering and everything.
Yeah.
These particular tables, the more you pay for them, you get the lighting system. You get all of that. And I love them. And we use them in my science class for eons.
All right.
I mean, they've been around for a long time.
Of course, the more moolah you throw at it, then the better the product.
The bigger and the better the product.
All right, well, we have a caller. So, caller, you are on the air, and we'd like to say thank you for joining us today. So, if you would, please introduce yourself. Hello.
Hello.
Oh,
How are you?
How you doing? Is this still a Keep It Moving show?
No, Kim is gone.
Kim is gone. What
This
show
is
do I have to do?
this is Live Today Health Talk. How are you?
How you doing?
All right, and yourself?
All right. What we got to help you today?
Ooh. Well, you just stand by because we've talked about changing our lifestyle from eating more vegetarian and vegan meals and dishes. We've talked about
I can barely hear you.
Okay, we've talked about adding our spices and herbs. We've talked about also gardening and growing it yourself. But you know what? This month is Diabetes Awareness Month. So not only do we have Diabetes Awareness Month, Veterans Day coming up, Thanksgiving coming up, but we're having a lunch and learn next Saturday. This is a packed month, and we want to talk about our diabetes awareness right now. But we want to also, because we want to share with our audience ways that they don't have to keep what has been running in their families. They don't have to keep it. Don't have to hold on to it. If it's been running, let it run. Let it run away from you. Okay? All right. So we're going to talk about nutritional eating. And we've talked about you can't work out physically every day and keep doing it and not adding on or not going back and looking at what you're consuming as well. It goes hand in hand. And then you also have to couple that with your rest. So all of those go hand in hand because your stress levels won't allow you to digest your food properly. If you don't rest properly, it won't allow your stomach to digest your food properly. And then if you don't work out, it won't help it to properly assimilate through your digestive system. So they all go hand in hand. All right. So by being Diabetes Awareness Month, we want to help people learn different ways of nutrition and help them to eat properly, opposed to taking the medication. We're talking about diabetes type 2.
Well, before you start talking about how to prevent it, first you need to educate people that there are 3 different kinds.
Yes, yes.
And they are totally different but yet connected. One of the simplest forms is very good.
Gastro.
Caller, are you still with us, or is that somebody on the other line? Did we lose our caller? Okay. No? Okay.
That there are 260 million diabetics out there that don't even know that they are diabetic.
How about
Have
that?
not a clue, because it's not one of those diseases that will knock you down until you get really to the extreme.
Mm-hmm.
But there are things that... I beg your pardon?
It's a silent disease, isn't it?
Balance.
Silent.
Silent.
A silent disease. Yes, it is. It is a silent. It is a silent disease, mind you, until it gets to the extreme.
Mm-hmm.
When it gets to the extreme, it can cause you to go blind.
Yeah.
It can cause you to go into a coma. It can cause you to have a lot of things. These are the things that you need to look for. If you're always tired, you're always thirsty, if you have urination problems, that you always run into the bathroom, if you feel faint,
How about that tingling?
the tingling in your hands, also your attitude. If you're angry all the time, if you're nasty and mean all the time,
Describe me.
it may be diabetes.
I thought it was that pork I was eating.
No.
That was a contributor.
But in America, there are more diabetics than anything else. And it's basically because of the foods that we eat. It's not necessarily hereditary, even though doctors say it is. It's also because we are a sedimentary society.
Sedentary. That's why I said we got to work out.
We do not move. We sit behind our computers. We go and sit in front of the TV. And children in this century, children
Yes.
are becoming diabetic because they are not moving.
Why do you think they have so many campaigns out on healthy body challenges or keeping it moving and stuff? Because our children they're watching us and their games, from the phone to the texting and then to the daggone electronic games. They're not going outside and playing anymore like we used to, and becoming more athletic or just keeping it moving and exercising on a regular basis. They come home from school and plop right down, like she said, maybe not on TV because everything is on the phone or on a tablet, or so
and adults are just
we're letting it go.
Yeah.
We're letting it slide. Take a look at your young people around you and watch what they're doing. Take a look at them. As a matter of fact, when they come to the table, tell them to excuse the phone for a minute when they come to the table. Let's have a conversation and talk about what you did today or how your day was. And let everybody go around the table.
Yes. So now there are a lot of myths about diabetes. A lot of them. Some people think it's contagious. No, it's not. I can touch your hand and you will not get diabetes.
Well, I never heard that one.
Yeah. Some people think it's although doctors do say that it's genetic, I don't believe that, because no one in my family got or had diabetes before they were 80. And at 80, their body stopped producing beta carotene.
Okay.
And beta carotene is one of those minerals that actually helps your pancreas, your liver, and your spleen. Well, actually, it's your pancreas and your spleen to produce insulin. It's the liver that pushes it out of your body. So there are some things that people think happens that You can get diabetes from eating too many sweets.